Today, we're going to take a look back at the lifting Devon was doing in his prep for Levon the last time around and compare those numbers to what he's hitting now. Devon has said repeatedly that he is significantly stronger than he used to be, but if we actually look at the numbers, something doesn't seem to add up. Is he really any stronger this time around, or is he just waiting to get flashpinned 6 times again? Of course, Devon was pretty secretive as far as his training went the last time, but there is one video where Devon explains what his training looked like for Levon, and he also reveals what his PRs were in the lifts that matter the most. And that video is his training footage with Alex Grdetcha. First, let's take a look at a clip of Devon explaining his lifting technique, then after this, a clip of him telling us his best results.
With the thumb, right? So thumb,
oh yeah,
lock.
You try not to do something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just a...
So first of all, just looking at the form of his pronation lift, there are some subtle differences between this one and the one he does now, but the purpose of the lift is pretty much the same. And Devon's maxes on both of these lifts are going to be nearly identical. It is pronation through elbow flexion in both cases, and as long as you're keeping your forearm parallel to the ground, the lift is pretty universal, and whether you're squatting or in a chair, it shouldn't make much of a difference. So now let's look at the clip where Devon tells us his best results on this lift.
I think I was doing around like 160, but I was doing it for like 50 reps.
Oh.
But a rep for me is like bang, 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 bang.
But you hold it here or like hold it down?
Just
down,
the same way you saw.
Okay.
The same way you saw, just like bang, bang, bang.
So 160 pounds is already pretty insane for this lift. That seems to be right around where Devon is currently. But then, Devon says he did it for 50 repetitions. And of course, this is just unheard of and I would think is unmatched by anyone in the sport, including current Devon. On almost the same lift, Devon just recently hit 160 pounds for a single rep. So if he really did hit 160 for 50 reps last time, that means he was way stronger for Levon the first time around. But something doesn't seem to be adding up. You can see Alex's reaction when he hears 160 for 50 reps on this exercise. At first, he's blown away by these numbers, but then he asks Devon about the technique he was using when he was hitting these insane numbers. Alex is expecting that Devon was not using the same form he just saw, but it turns out, at least according to Devon, that he was using the exact same form as he just showed a second ago. So if these numbers are correct, Devon is about to get steamrolled by Levon even worse than the first time. But I have a feeling that they are not correct for a couple reasons. I do think Devon is in fact stronger now. Firstly, Devon says that he is having a hard time remembering what his numbers were, so he may have just mentally floundered here. Perhaps he meant 60 kilos instead of 160 pounds or something like that. I wouldn't be that surprised if he was able to hit those numbers on 60 kilos. But the second reason is the weight that Devon lifts in this video. It looks like two 50-pound plates, a 25 and a 2.5, and this obviously would add up to 127.5, not including the belt. And this doesn't appear to be Devon's max, but he is still struggling with it quite a bit, and this video was filmed only a few months after the Levon match. If Devon was truly lifting 160 pounds for 50 right before Levon, I would think he could throw this weight around like it's not even there. Although to be totally fair, he did have an injury in the Levon match, but he was back on the table almost immediately after that, so I'm assuming that it wouldn't have affected his numbers by that much, but I suppose it could have. All that being said, I don't think that Devon lifted 160 pounds for 50 reps using the form he showed here. I would tend to think that the last time he faced Levon, he couldn't even do that for a single. Based off of some other things Devon has said, it sounds like his max would have been more in the 140 to 150 range before Levon the last time. However, if the numbers Devon is listing in this video are actually true, he is about to get run over so badly, and the total super match time is going to be about 2 seconds.